Hello students, today's topic is boron trifluoride. The next compounds of boron is boron trifluoride. Its formula is BF3. We are going to see the preparation of boron trifluoride. The first point is it is obtained by the treatment of calcium fluoride with boron trioxide in presence of con H2SO4. So when boron trioxide which is treated with the calcium fluoride, that is fluorspar CaF2, when treated with presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, on heating it forms boron trifluoride BF3, and calcium and sulfate forms calcium sulfate, and H2, this O forms as H2O. So this is the first preparation, and boron trifluoride also can be prepared by treated boron trioxide with carbon and fluorine. So it is also obtained by treating boron trioxide with carbon and fluorine. So B2O3 plus 3 carbon plus, that is carbon or coke we can say. So with the fluorine it forms BF3 and carbon monoxide is liberated. Next, uses of boron trifluoride. Boron trifluoride is used in the preparation of HbF4, that is hydroborofluoric acid, HbF4. That acid which is used as a catalyst in organic chemistry. So for the preparation of hydroborofluoric acid, it is used, boron trioxide is used. Then second uses is it is used as a fluorinating agent. Suppose if we want any fluoride compounds, we can use the boron trifluoride compound. So it is used as a fluorinating agent. The next properties, it is a planar geometry. Its structure is given BF3. All the fluorine atoms lie in a plane. So it is a planar geometry or planar structure, and it is also an electron deficient compound. The next element in the boron family. So in boron, the boron compounds are over. In the same 13th group, one more element is there, that is aluminium. Aluminium extraction you already studied in 10th standard. So in 12th, we are going to see the compounds of aluminium, that is aluminium chloride. Its formula is AlCl3. We are going to see the preparation. There are two methods for the preparation of aluminium chloride. The first process we call it as a McPhee process. So it is important 2 mark question. So McPhee process means what? When alumina, that is Al2O3, is heated in presence of coke, that is carbon, and chlorine, it forms aluminium chloride. So Al2O3 treated with the coke, that is carbon, and chlorine, all react to form aluminium chloride, and carbon monoxide is liberated. The second process for the manufacture is on industrial scale how aluminium chloride is formed. So aluminium react directly with the chlorine at 1000 Kelvin at heating, it forms aluminium chloride. So only two process. The first process we call it as a McPhee process, is very important one for the preparation of aluminium chloride. Next, properties of aluminium chloride. It is a colorless, hygroscopic in nature. Hygroscopic means when aluminium chloride is exposed to air, it absorbs the moisture from the air and changes into liquid state. That is, easily absorbs the moisture. So it is a colorless, hygroscopic structure. Hygroscopic one. Then aluminium chloride behaves as Lewis acid. Give reason. It's a very important question. So this is a question. The answer is given here. Aluminium chloride behaves as Lewis acid. Substantiate with any reason. So the answer is it behaves as Lewis acid, and since it forms addition compound with ammonia, phosphine, and carbonyl chloride. That means when aluminium chloride, they can react with ammonia or phosphine PH3 and carbonyl chloride, it forms an addition compound. That is example, suppose aluminium chloride when reacting with ammonia, it forms an aluminium chloride ammonate. So formula is AlCl3.6NH3. So the same reaction can also be written like this. Aluminium chloride when treated with ammonium hydroxide form aluminium hydroxide and ammonium chloride, or with NaOH it forms sodium metaaluminate. So these two reactions which explains that aluminium chloride behaves as Lewis acid. Next, the last topic is uses of aluminium chloride. It is used as a catalyst in Friedel-Crafts reaction. So in many organic reactions for the preparation of benzophenone or acetophenone, aluminium Lewis acid is used. That is one of the Lewis acid, we call it as a aluminium chloride. So it is acting as a catalyst in Friedel-Crafts reaction. The second, for the manufacture of petrol by cracking the mineral oil. That means in the fractional distillation process from the crude oil, that is called mineral oil. In that process, So for the manufacturing pure petrol, aluminum chloride is used. The third uses is it is used as a catalyst in the manufacture of dyes, drugs, and perfumes. So for the preparation of dyes, drug product, and perfume, all these three are organic compounds. For the preparation of organic compounds, it is used as a catalyst. So only three uses. It is also important. 2 mark question. Now the most important topic in boron family is alums. So what do you mean by alum? Alum means, that is in Tamil it is said to be padiharakkal. So for the purification of water, impure it, one black stone is there. It is called as alum. Or in many houses, in the entrance of the room, it is tied with a white stone. It is called as alum. So what is alum? A double salt of potassium aluminium sulfate is called as alum. And best example is potash alum. Its formula is K2SO4 Al2SO4 thrice dot 24H2O. This is the molecular formula for potash alum. So what is the general formula for alum? So not only potash alum, there is many types: potash alum, sodium alum, ammonium alum, etc. But what is the general formula for writing the alum is M12, that is M2 1 SO4. That means what? First metal. That is M1 means first metal. It should be a M2 SO4, and M2 double dash means this is the second metal. For example, in potash alum, the first metal is potassium and the second metal is aluminium. Likewise here, M1 means first metal, M2 means second metal, but both the salts are sulfate salts. And these two separate salts which will be bind with this 24 molecules of water means we call it as an alum. So this is a general formula for writing the alum. So where M dash, that is M1, we call it as a univalent metal ion. For example, K plus, Na plus, NH4 plus. So they are all univalent positive ion. And M2 means it is a trivalent metal ion. So example is aluminium 3 plus. So Al, its valency is 3 plus. That's why it should be a trivalent metal ion. First metal should be a univalent and the second metal should be a trivalent. So this is a general formula for writing the alum. So the various examples for potash alum. So potash alum means formula K2SO4 Al2SO4 thrice 24H2O. Sodium alum, instead of K2 Na2. Ammonium alum, instead of K and Na, ammonium NH4 plus, no, so it's NH4 twice SO4. Remaining compounds fully are same. Al2SO4 thrice 24H2O. Here also same, here also same. So the only thing is different is here K means potash alum, Na2 means sodium alum, NH4 twice means it is an ammonium alum. Then one more alum is there, that is chrome alum. Here K2SO4, instead of aluminium, chromium, that is Cr2SO4 thrice. So chromium also exhibits as a plus 3 valency. So Cr2SO4 thrice dot 24H2O. It is called as chrome alum. So these are the various types of alums. Then what are the properties means? Alums are soluble in hot water and not in cold water. So in normal cold water, alum does not dissolve. So only in the hot water it is easily soluble. Then in a solution form, that means after dissolving in hot water, if it forms as a solutions, it exhibit the properties of constituent ion. That means if alum solutions, if you are going to test, the test for potassium, test for aluminium and test for sulfate, that is individual ion, it will easily answer. That is in solutions, it exhibit the properties of constituent ions. Next, how alum is prepared? That is a very, very important question. What is alum? How it is prepared? And what are its uses? So how alum is prepared? So before that, we have to know the formula for alunite. It is a alum stone. From this only we are going to prepare alum. So when alunite, its formula K2SO4 Al2SO4 thrice 4 AlOH thrice. So this only changes for difference between alum and alunite. The only difference is in alum 24 molecules of water, but in alunite it is a aluminium hydroxide. It is a basic part. So when alunite or alum stone, its formula K2SO4 Al2SO4 thrice 4AlOH thrice. It is looking like a stone. Then it is maybe a powdered, crushed, and make them to soft one. So which is treated with excess of H2SO4, that is acid with the sulfuric acid. When treated with sulfuric acid, all the aluminium hydroxide part, they are fully converted into aluminium sulfate part, because all this aluminium hydroxide part fully changes into aluminium sulfate part. Now we are going to add a small quantity of a K2SO4, that means as a seeding agent. That is for example, if you are curding of milk, if the curd is not formed, means we are adding curd, little curd, then the whole milk is converted into curd. That same process. If the crystal is not formed, means we have to adding as a seeding agent, that is the potassium sulfate is added. The solution is crystallized to generate the potassium alum. Then the formed crystal is purified by recrystallization process. So this is the theory part of preparation of alum, very important. First we are taking alunite, this treated with the sulfuric acid, all the hydroxide part converted into sulfate part, then a few quantity of potassium sulfate is added, then the solution is crystallized, then it is purified by recrystallization process. The equation for alum preparation is, so this is alunite stone, K2SO4, Al2SO4 thrice, aluminium hydroxide is alunite, treated with sulfuric acid, all the hydroxide part changes into sulfate part. So it decomposes to give K2SO4, Al2SO4 thrice plus 12H2O. The formed this substance K2SO4, Al2SO4 thrice, now treated with the excess of water molecule, it forms alum. Alum formula we know, K2SO4, Al2SO4 thrice dot 24H2O. So two salts which combine with the help of 24 molecules of water, we call it as an alum. So this is an important 3-mark question. What is alum, how it is prepared, and what are its uses? Now we are going to see the uses of alum, that is use of potassium alum. First use, it is used for the purification of water. Already told, if the water which contains bacteria or any small microbes, it can be easily destroyed or killed by the alum. So it is used for the purification of water. Then used for the waterproofing and textiles. Suppose if raincoat or watches or any umbrella, so it is a waterproofing textiles, alum is used. Then used in dyeing cloth or paper and leather tanning industries. That means leather tanning process means if any animal hides or skin which may be converted into leather, it is called as a leather tanning industries. This alum is used as alum because of getting hardness. Then as a styptic agent to arrest bleeding. If any bleeding comes there, means to stop the bleeding, we have to keep some alum, then it is automatically stops. It arrests the bleeding. So as a styptic agent to arrest the bleeding. So these are the important uses of alum. Now the last topic in this video is, what is burnt alum? The same, it is similar to the potassium alum, but from the potassium alum only we are going to prepare burnt alum. How it is prepared? Important question. When alum is heated, that is when potassium alum is heated, it melts at 365 Kelvin only. That means at this temperature it starts to melt. But when we heat it further at 475 Kelvin, it loses all the molecules of water, because in alum it contains 24 molecules of water, no? So at 475 Kelvin and even it undergoes 500 Kelvin, it loses all its water molecule and automatically it swells up. The swollen mass, we call it as a burnt alum. For this I will give an example. During Deepavali we are cracking the crackers, no? We are burning the crackers. That is mattapu. After burning the mattapu, we are throw it away. So in early morning, if you see, it means that ashes which forms the swollen mass. The similar way here also, the swollen mass we call it as a burnt alum. That means after remove at a high temperature, it loses all its water molecule. But after cooling, what happens? Due to the small pores, it absorbs all the water molecule and changes into a swollen mass. That substance we call it as a burnt alum. That is equation K2SO4, Al2SO4 thrice the 24H2O. It is an alum heated at 500 Kelvin. It remove, that is 24 molecules of water is coming out. Remaining thing only K2SO4, Al2SO4 thrice alone. That substance we have to take further, undergo red hot. This is a burnt alum. But even at high temperature, at a red hot condition, the molecule get decomposes. K2SO4 separately, aluminium oxide, it is Al2SO4 thrice changes into aluminium oxide and sulfur trioxide. So this is a burnt alum and the preparation. So far children, we discuss about the compounds of boron, that is boron trifluoride preparation, properties, uses, and aluminium compounds, that is aluminium chloride and preparation, properties, uses. And the last topic is alum, how it is, what is alum and how it is prepared, what are the uses, and what is burnt alum. Thank you children.